Hello. Hello. Let me 1 second. Trying to change some setting here. Hello, Terabay coming in. I can't see what's the chat right this second. Hey, deviled eggs. Oh my god. Really? Hey, Florida mom. I was like, hey, devil. And then you're the wiener. Deviled eggs are mine. I hope you like wieners like Benny Keys does because you're the wiener today. Hey, RJ and Juno, Aggie, Flicking Bullocks, Peas in a Pod, Sarah Wood. How do I know you, Sarah Wood? I feel like I know you from somewhere. Are you the lady I helped out and did that video for a long time ago? That one was going through custody issues with her son. That lady's name was Sarah. I wonder about her every once in a while. Hey, Wendy, Mimi, whistle while you lurk. Jinkies was fun. Jinky's fun, but I don't like that guy. Yeah, I don't like him. I'm sorry. I don't know. No, please keep that guy away from me. It made me so uncomfortable. I really didn't want to be the wiener. Right. Sure you didn't. Now you're just mad that you're not the wiener, and now you're trying to act like you didn't want to be the wiener. And so yeah, okay. We all know everybody wants to be the wiener. People, yeah, I'm like 50-50 on who if that guy oh, I know Peace in the Pod. I know where he hangs out and stuff like that. You know, it didn't matter if it was a joke or if he was serious or whatever it was. He was creepy as fuck no matter what. So I don't want him talking to me, please, ever again. Jinkies, do not put me on panel with him. Thank you. I'll just drop next time. How about that? Is that's just easy as that. And Jinkies was like, "Oh, she likes you. Look, she's blushing." No, I don't. That was like me feeling uncomfortable. You guys know I'm not mean. I'm not gonna like be mean to the guy, but eventually I had to tell him he was being really annoying. I told him you were being really. I said you're annoying as fuck, dude. Hey, Selena, Jim, you were trying to save me. Oh, well, thank you, Judy. Imagine Peace. Go watch Jinkies last night. Bandits starting early today. I don't know what's going on, guys. Here. Come here. I don't know what's going on with Tiffany and BK and stuff. So like I know that they I guess were talking about me or something. I don't know. Like I have a life and other stuff going on, unlike them. I'm not a part of any trafficking ring or anything else like that Tiffany Marie concocted in her crazy maniac of a head. Mm, it was fun at first. It was a lot of fun at first. Then the guy, he just was too much. Like, it was funny until it wasn't. They're on a mission to destroy. Yeah. Someone said he pays Jinkies 100. Oh, yeah, he does. Or Jinkies does. That's a true statement there. What? Come here. Jinkies pays him. And Chillbilly. I only get 50 because I'm not as cool, but. So. Hey, Pam. Guess I'm next. Oh, I've already been paid. I'm getting paid in tarot cards. Hey, Ginger Snap. Oh, I haven't even listened to it at all. I have no idea what she's even saying about me. That's how irrelevant she is. Yeah, she's just mad because the spirit said that she's a freaking psycho. And even worse than Benny Keys. Like, it had her. I got the devil twice in Tiffany Marie's reading. Benny's was more that he was hurt and acting out. Hers is she's a deliberate psycho. No, I'm talking about TM and BK at the moment, but we were talking about Daisy and Jinky's situation. Really just talking about Jinky's and being on our panel last night. If you guys missed it, we had a really good time. We'll be going back over there, I'm sure. Did Sarah Wood tell me if she's the person I think she is? Hey, Kathy. What do you mean paid to go on panel for real? Oh, yeah. Like, Jinkies pays me every time I go up there. And like Rap and Justin. Like, Justin gets the big money. And then we're kind of like his, like, peons, like his little pawns. I'm kidding, because I know people are going to freaking believe that. I'm kidding. Daisy freaks out and I don't get paid. I would never accept payment for something like that. Now, the others, I mean, I can't put it past them. I'm not saying I don't know. I mean, Justin, I've seen him do some pretty shady stuff, so. you know how sneaky he is. Like, he's a snake. Justin paid Rap and I to go riding yesterday. Oh, wow. Did you go delivering tarot cards? Did you go delivering tarot cards and secret messages and envelopes or something like that are labeled with certain letters or something like that? You weren't by chance driving like a green car, were you? What? Athena, your collar. Bandit, you are so cute. Incognito. Oh, you guys know that he has a rich sugar daddy, right? Hey, fun size. Yeah, I'm not psycho, just psychic. Or is it psycho? I don't know. One of them. Word on the streets. Some guys gonna say like Jinkies needs money badly last month. Oh no, joking. Jinkies would not do something like that. Now, Justin though. Yeah, I'm psycho. I mean psychic. Psychic. Oh, guys, I don't know. I was hoping you guys would fill me in on what has supposedly been being said about me. I mean, I guess I don't really care because it's none of my business and not the truth anyway. So, I mean, it just would be I don't know how people spend their time just like putting out, like, you have to have like a really like overactive imagination to stick with all these stories that these people come up with. I'm thinking about dropping the link, but at the same time, I'm not wanting BK or TM. I'm kind of not wanting to have a pissing match at all. So I don't know. I guess TM was live. Did I see the AB show? No. That she always says dumb shit that doesn't make sense. She doesn't live in reality. Oh, well, thank you, Gwen. Oh no, you don't like AB? AB's okay. Like, he's not, once you deal with people like TM and Daisy and BK, AB is like nothing. He's just he's just silly. He says some kind of like, I guess what some might think are mean things, but it's not really mean if you really at all. She's going to the authorities. Hey, Linz. You were accused of being in a group by TM. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And if you're typing in here, just know she'll probably block you. Or if you're typing in, I don't know, Angels or Justin's, maybe AB's, I'm sure. Let's see. How do I do this? Oh, I don't know how. Just kidding. Just kidding. Good news, like as far as what? I was on her panel. I thought I was blocked. I don't think I was saying mean shit to her. Oh yeah. You were on panel last night, weren't you? She said she was going to attorney of the district, whatever that is. The attorney of the district. Oh, man. Daisy. Smiley, yeah. I guess Smiley, people told me Smiley was defending me yesterday, so I appreciate that. But you guys don't get yourself in the middle of it. It's just, I mean, it doesn't affect me. Come on. It doesn't. Seriously. I know like the place it's coming from, or who it's coming from. And like I've dealt with these people time and time again, and it's always lies. And I've proved that over and over again. So after a while, it just gets boring. She's, I don't know. So those that were interested in my, never mind. What are your thoughts about Angel talks too fast? Hold on. Is that really you, RJ? RJ. Okay. I don't know. He's not talking. What are you talking about, Caitlin? What are you talking about? Caitlin, what are you talking about? I'm live, but what are you talking about? Strainers is making. What did you say about your butt? He said where's the strainer? I said I went. Okay. All right. Why is my daughter so strange? No. Oh, it's okay, Shannon. Don't. So, I didn't even answer the thoughts on Angel talks too fast. I think that people should just like leave her alone right now. Let me see if RJ, are you there? Here, let me maybe he'll try to rejoin. Maybe. Your daughter's named Caitlin too. Mine's KAITLYNN. I wanted to name her something really actually much more out there, like Mercedes. But my mom talked me out of it. So yeah, I went to kind of opposite to something more plain. She wanted me to name her Katie Ann or something like that because my grandfather's favorite name Katie something. Katie. So I agreed on Caitlin. I said, fine, you guys can call her Katie. I'll call her Caitlin. Why are you saying it? Why are you saying that? I mean, I don't trust. I don't trust Benny or Tiffany. I never would ever again. I mean, I never have trusted them. I mean, ever. Katie Bug. RJ, are you in the chat? Here, let me see. let's see what no, you didn't have to be you didn't have to be bothered with anything. You don't have to talk about it. You don't have to uh be a horrible human being. Hold on. Are you there?
Hello, can you hear
Hey.
me?
Yes, I can. What's up?
Okay, good. Sorry, I'm having an issue with the.
With what? Oh no, you cut
I'm
out.
having an issue with browsers today for some reason.
Oh, okay.
Google Chrome decided to do an update, and it doesn't like anything today for me.
Yeah,
So you know,
yeah, I know. Sometimes that, yeah, I get the same issue sometimes where, and then I have to open up internet, the other another internet browser.
well, yeah, I had done that earlier where I was using Firefox, and I did a forced an update for Windows just in general earlier, and it's working now, but it wasn't earlier. But I don't know.
Look, I see something. Say something. Said, "What's going on with the question mark?" She must be doing talk to text. Um, so, do you have anything to say about anything, or are you just coming up here to
Oh,
chill?
I honestly, I was going to say, uh, you were in a live I did, it was a month ago or so, where I said I was just pissed off and ticked off and everything else about people saying, about being angry, being the mad people, being the ugly people, whatever. And I was like, um, it's about time people do get mad over what's going on, not only about Summer Wells,
Right.
but all the BS that is going on surrounding it.
Yes.
And this is exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah.
And it's a bully tactic that has got to stop. They went and put out there that, or they went and targeted Angel, and Angel, whenever you're ready to come back, you'll have my full support. You have my full support now. You'll have my full support then.
Right.
And it just has to stop. And it's not only, it's people need, it's plain and simple. In my lives, when I go live, I make a point of saying, be careful who you listen to.
Yeah.
If they start deviating away what is important, you gotta do what is important, which is to click off their live. When they go and see that all of a sudden their viewership plummets to nothing at the moment they're changing a topic or doing something that it should not be acceptable, is the only way people can get it to change.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was proud of Angel for some of the things she said yesterday, and how she got confidence and is not letting it bother her, and keeping it in perspective, and knowing that really the majority is for her. And to, if she sits there and she watches a chat like Tiffany Marie's, Tiffany only allows, opinions that go with hers. So obviously, you're going to see only bad comments about you, because it's going to be a gathering place of the mentally insane, like Tiffany Marie. And even though there might be 700 or whatever people in there,
Mm-hmm.
probably like 600 of them, can't stand Tiffany Marie and is just seeing what crazy shit she's going to do again today.
And that's the thing. It's encouraging her to continue.
Yeah.
It's encouraging her to push the envelope, push the boundaries that she should not even be closely or remotely near. No creator should be near that. No creator, if they want to have the decency and respect of not only the people that tune in and truly want to be there and hear about Summer Wells or other crimes that we talk about a lot of, at least my channel, I talk a lot of, when I talk mainly about Summer Wells, and I talk about Evelyn Boswell.
Mm-hmm.
I've talked about other cases on my channel, but here's the thing: the drama's not there. I'll make a comment if it's necessary about another channel or what they're saying, what they're doing, but that's it. It's a comment about it, and there's no drama.
Yeah.
But what Tiffany was doing,
no reason to continue, right? Pick at somebody
exactly.
who's obviously, she could try to act like, from what I hear, she's trying to act like Angel was faking or whatever. Why would you even take that chance? What if she's not faking? You know what I mean? What I don't believe she's faking, but
No.
like with us, surely there's got to be a little bit of question in Tiffany's mind. Is she faking or is she being honest? You know what I mean? So why would you
Tiffany, with Tiffany, it comes across as being shallow and disinterested, truly disinterested.
Yeah.
Like she only has a purpose. She's only there for that purpose, and then she doesn't care who she has to steamroll. And I was saying in your chat earlier, you were asking about, what was she doing? What was that live today from her? It was a very weak and poor attempt to walk back what she was, to walk back what would have happened.
Right. I didn't watch it at all, but that's her that's her cycle of behavior, her so MO, method of operation. So it doesn't make, I mean, she's a creature of habit. She's a narcissist. Mm-hmm. That's what narcissists are, very predictable. So I mean, well, she could be a sociopath. She might be something worse than a narcissist. She's actually like I said, worse than Benny Keys, because she's like, well, both of them are intentionally trying to like hurt somebody. It's not to get the truth out there. It's to hurt somebody. And why would they play with that when Angel said like she had, she's clearly not in a good place, and she was talking about unaliving and stuff like that. I would just like not touch that with a 20,
yeah,
I wouldn't be anywhere near that.
I've actually been there in my life where I was extremely depressed, and the thoughts that I had scared myself enough that I went and sought help. And that was probably the biggest and best thing I did ever in my life, was I went and sought help for my thoughts, because they frankly, like I said, they frankly scared the hell out of myself. There's no other nice way to say it.
Yeah.
But
I hope that Angel did get help from a doctor. I hope that's true.
Even if it's just, calling and setting up an appointment, or I can honestly say from the way she was talking online, she didn't go to a crisis center, because they would have held her, talked her into a 72-hour just to get her stable.
Yeah, they automatically do that if you say anything about unaliving yourself. Like,
and the way they do it now is they don't go and say that it's mandatory. They talk you into saying, yes, I want to do this. Mm-hmm. And why they have that person, they're working on getting that person stable, and then getting into other help, psychologists, sociologists, or whatever, just a therapist in general,
right?
Type of thing. So
it's just a temporary thing, so they want to help long term in hopes that the person doesn't come back.
Bingo.
So, yeah.
But even if it's just making a phone call to her doctor and saying, I need help, and it's it's mental help, that's a huge step.
What do you think about those Mystery Angels Juniors videos? Have you seen those? I think that they're kind of concerning. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I think they're weird. My opinion, but I do know that Chip is mentally, though, like a teenager, but still it shouldn't be out. I don't think somebody should have advised her. She has somebody that's like supposed to be watching everything she puts out and stuff, like a nurse or somebody, a caregiver. So somebody should have advised her against that, if that is true, that she really does have a caregiver, or that she's.
Honestly, I lost track of Mystery Angels about more than a year ago. I thought she had actually passed. And when you had mentioned it the other day, I started looking for videos for her, and I never found them. So I don't know enough to be able to make a comment or to um, have an opinion.
Yeah, I used to love Angels and go, but after, for the first few months, um, she she was one time on my channel, I think. I don't think I ever went on her panel, but she was only one time. I never talked to her outside YouTube. I never was friends with her crew, like all those other people, like I don't know their names and stuff. I was never friends with them. Actually, kind of opposite. I don't think that they really liked me towards the end, because I think I was fighting with, or not fighting, but I think Nita was like upset with me, and I think they were really cool with Nita. Um, so yeah, I just assumed. I mean, when somebody says somebody passes away, I wouldn't think people would make something up like that. So
Yeah.
I just assume it's the truth, and I take it as truth. But I guess like people lie about that stuff, and we have to now question everything people say, even when they say that somebody says that somebody passed away.
Well, I mean, look, I think with something as serious as somebody saying they passed away, you respectfully have to take it at face value, and take it, accept it that they're saying this is a death notice, or they've seen a death notice of some sort. Um, a lot of people on here don't want their real names being put out there. Um, Frankly, I'm a type of person where I don't care what somebody's real name is. You can tell me what their real name, what somebody's real name is, and then, oh, okay, I'll know what their real name is. But Ziggy, you're always going to be Ziggy. I'm always going to be RJ.
Yeah, sorry, I'm muting because this dog never quits.
Oh, no, no, no. And this goes the same for everybody, single person that's in the chat room. I just happen to see the Country Girl. She's always going to be Country Girl. Even if somebody were to tell me what somebody's real name is, that's the name they present to themselves for anonymity purposes, or some privacy purposes online. I'm not going to disrespect that. You know,
Yeah, that's why I'm always irritated when people change their names, because, well, especially if you're a creator, you shouldn't change your name. If you are, that's, I don't know. It's,
well, I had to, but that's a whole nother story.
oh, you changed your name?
Well, originally I was just RJ,
Oh, okay.
but my channel name is Conversations Living Room with RJ.
Right. No, it's confusing when people in the chat change their name, because I recognize somebody by their name, and a lot of times when they change their name, they might email me and tell me that they're now this person, but my brain never like will get it right. Like
Yeah.
I always remember as them as the first name they were.
Well, see, my issue is that when I started my channel, and I was perfectly fine with it for a while, because I needed to learn the basics of YouTube, of StreamYards, of um, uh, what software is going to work best for me, type of deal. So the name RJ, if you look it up, it actually hides behind a rap artist, R&B artist. And it was so far down that nobody could find my channel. So I had to do something about my channel name. Otherwise, nobody was ever going to find my channel. So
Yeah.
that's why I changed my name. And flicking bullocks, no, I don't say that information.
What's that?
He asked me what my real name, or he or she asked me what my real name is.
Oh yeah.
Because of my 9 to 5, nobody knows that information, or except for 2 people.
Yeah, I don't know it. I don't think even. I don't
Nope,
believe.
nope,
Uh,
never said it.
but and I've never asked you because I just call you RJ. You know, it's fine enough for me.
Right.
And but yeah, I don't add anybody to my Facebook, guys. Like 0. Because of that reason, because it has like the people, like people I know and stuff like that connected to it, and I know how crazy these lunatics are here on here are, and yeah, I don't want people harassed. So yeah, that's the only reason why. And it's not that I don't trust anybody. Well, I don't trust a lot of people, but I don't. The thing is, I don't know who to trust, and so I just decide, well, I'm not going to add anybody then. You know, it's easier that way instead of picking and choosing, cherry picking, and then people getting upset that you add this person and not that person, and like, why does this person get added and not, you know? So
Mm-hmm. And it's just that a respect thing that I'm that way. It's that's what you put your name out there to being, and if real world, real life, you have another name.
people found my real name because, for one, I had a business when I first started my YouTube where I sold products, and it was connected to my Facebook, and I had a website and stuff, and I had it attached to my Facebook. And plus, I used to go by my real, or YouTube, I'm sorry, attached to my YouTube. Everything was connected, all my social media. So if you found one, you could find the other.
You
And
and
yeah, but
you and
yeah,
I started making content about the same time. Your channel took off, and my channel stayed like in anonymity for a while.
that was because, oh, look, 444 in chat. Um, that means that's a good sign. God, I can't with this. Stop, come here. Um, that's because of that, what people call as a CPS leak video. That got me like pretty much 10,000 subscribers in 1 week.
That would do it.
Yeah. So, and since then, but I've just now started to really, this dog, man. I should learn my lesson and start going live in my bedroom instead of out here. I never learned my lesson.
Yeah. No, I was actually commenting on another channel about Summer Wells, pretty much from the beginning. And there was a split in that channel, and that creator is no longer creating videos, as far as I'm aware. And I continued on with. It took me a little bit of time to say yes, I'm ready to actually go and be make lives and things like that, just because of the whole I'm an introvert thing that we've talked about before. It took me a while to say yes. Somebody needs to speak up truthfully from
Oh my
Hawkins County about Hawkins
God. Hold on.
County.
Sorry. Go ahead. Keep going. Keep going.
Oh, okay.
I just saw a comment.
I'm sorry.
I just saw a comment, but go ahead.
No, I was just saying that somebody needs to be speaking up truthfully about Hawkins County that was going to give an honest perspective of Hawkins County. And that's when I decided, as somebody that lives here, that I can be that voice, can be that person, that I really needed to start making lives and start putting information out there that others weren't.
Right. And sometimes a lot of people like going to a smaller channel. That's like, sometimes I don't like to have, hundreds of people. I want to go to Empress Siggy and just have like 20 people or something, you know what I mean?
The 50 or 60 that show up. Yeah. You're
on a good day, 50 or 60. Yeah.
more often than you think it's 50 or 60.
Yeah, that's because of lurkers thinking that they're gonna see something like, that they could expose on me or something. um, Imagine Peace says, I don't always agree with the creator. No one can 100% of the time. I greatly appreciate your genuineness, Siggy. Oh, well, thank you, Imagine Peace. I appreciate that. Really, I do.
Imagine Peace, a creator can never expect everybody to agree with you or agree with us. We can have a great conversation out of somebody disagreeing with you. As long as you know how to debate a topic correctly or talk about an opinion correctly, and you can sit there and actually just debate the opinion or the subject and not result in personal attacks on a person, then you're in great shape. You'd have a phenomenal panel, but you have too many people that will result in a personal attack, and that's exactly what we have had happened with recently this past weekend. A lot of that was the problem.
Yeah, I know. And I try, even when I even like say anything about it, I kind of, I'm contributing to it. And so it kind of sucks because it's like, how do you, something that's like overtaken the community and everybody's talking about, instead of talking about what we should be, like summer or something, another case, it's kind of distracting. And it's hard to avoid because that's what everybody talks about when they come into chat, and so yeah, it's kind of unavoidable sometimes, as a creator, people will say, oh, you know, Ziggy's drama, or yeah, sometimes they're this stuff is because it takes over. Like, and Tiffany and BK know that. They know it's distracting. They know people talk about it. They know it gets some views. Benny has learned throughout his life that when he acts crazy, when he acts out, it gets him attention.
Right. And I'll sum it up this way. And this is actually going to be a little bit controversial way of saying it. You have two people, three people, depending on who you believe that's all involved in this, that have made themselves irrelevant, and they're trying to keep the attention on them. In essence, they're trying to make themselves relevant once again. They've lost all momentum. They've lost their way and what is important, and this is exactly what the result is.
Sorry, I was muting because this pup. I guess somebody's out there mowing the grass, and it's
The
it's
pup, I don't think the pup is bothering anybody in chat, and it's not bothering me.
not as loud for you
So
guys as it is for me. Who was the gentleman on stage? Oh, RJ. Um, his name's RJ. Conversations Living Room. Sounds like a smart fellow. He is. There are some
thank
paid
you,
agents.
thank you, Matthew.
I don't know if they are really paid. That kind of gets into conspiracy theories, but people, when I say, I wonder if they really are paid, people are like, of course they're paid, and stuff. And I'm like, really? I don't know. Like, I've never had somebody offer me money to do something like shady, really. I mean, and I've never offered somebody money to like put something out for me or act a certain way or anything. So, I mean, now I have had people like, there's a couple like Cher and Pergard in the beginning, but like it was it was different. Cher's like, she likes to, put out some, she tried to get me to go after another realm.
Well,
But I've had
Morticia,
that. I've had several people like stuff like that, but
look,
I don't know money.
there. I'm going to put it this way: if somebody wanted to pay me off, it is going to take a boatload of money because they're going to have to pay me enough for that. I no longer have any sort of objectivity. They're going to have to pay me how much I believe my soul is worth, and on top of that, they're going to have to pay me the total sum of losing my credibility. What little credibility a YouTuber journalist or YouTube creator has without the facts, you being 100% straight, they're going to have to pay me off enough for all three of them, and that's going to be costly.
Yeah. 1450 is, yeah, that's not enough. I don't know. I don't think that a YouTuber could pay me off or pay me enough to do something like that. Because
No.
they're not gonna have. Yeah. But I guess it happens, or I think more so people work together more for like an agenda behind the scenes. Like
Mm-hmm.
come up with little agreements to kind of go after the same person, or all go live at the same time, or flood a chat or something. That stuff happens for sure. No, I don't do that shit, but
No, to be clear, I don't either. I'm just saying, it would be I'm giving you reasons why it would be a very costly sum.
yeah. Um, so it's not about fully money, it's about agenda to create chaos, yeah. And also it's an agenda to create what's going to end up getting them the most views in the end. That's all it's about. Um, we all have a prize. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. I guess
The
I haven't been put in that situation. I wouldn't think so. I would hate to think I'm a sellout or something. I
Right. Well,
but
that's what I'm saying. You'd lose all credibility if that got out that you were paid off.
right, right. Um, if it was something transparent, that's what I'm saying. Transparency and intentions are everything. Like a person's intentions are everything, and if it's an agreement at the beginning, like we'll pay this amount for you to sit down and do this interview with us. And if it's put out, this is a paid interview, then I don't see anything wrong with that. But
No, I don't have an issue with that because you have national organizations that do that, and they do so, and they put out there. Sometimes you have in certain situations you have to. It's like a trend right now in Major League Baseball. Um, I know it's a sports analogy. Not a lot of people are not going to understand this. I don't follow Major League Baseball closely, so you have to forgive me. I don't know all the nuances of this, but they have a thing this season where players are mic'd up. And sometimes when they're out there, and like there was a player I just saw the other day that while they were out in the field fielding or defense, however you want to wish to say it, they were actually interviewing that player. And the players are being paid an extra amount for that. Well, you have the same thing with journalism. Sometimes, in some cases, that a interviewee gets paid for their time. Not to change or alter their opinion, just for their time. I'm not saying what I'm laughing at because I'm not taking a shot at somebody.
oh shit, I was not unmuted. I thought I was saying yeah, you're paying for their time because their time's worth a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Because they could be doing so anything else and be making $1 million or no, thousands of dollars. Um, oh gosh, you've been on YouTube a long time and have vast experience in this, unfortunately. Oh, what have you been paid to be a troll or something? um, yeah. So, and I have stuck up for the person that said I think you would get more views if you stuck up for the person being bullied. Um, Actually, that's not true. always at all. It's like look what I went through when Jim passed away and the circle jerks. If a group can get the majority of people to follow something or plan something and make it look like the majority believes something, then everybody else will follow. It's you know Lady CG, aka Lolita, told me it's called dog whistling. She made that's which is hilarious. That's what she told the court that 666 does to me is dog whistling, which is really funny because it was like, a premonition like of what she would do to me later on. But it's when you get like a group of people use groupthink to get a bunch of people to believe something. But the thing is, like, unfortunately, in this situation for Benny and Tiffany, I don't know, maybe in their little world over there, they feel like the majority believes them. But actually, the majority does not believe them, and a majority of them is for more for the other so-called side in this situation. In my belief, I think the majority is not cool with BK and Tiffany bullying Angel back to back and like doubling down on what they're saying and their craziness about the trafficking.
Oh yeah, if they had a valid point and they had proof, I'd be willing to listen. Not saying that I would agree with them, just willing to listen.
Right.
But this struck me from the beginning as they were just way out of bounds, and it's not worth listening to.
Yeah.
I'll be right back in 30 seconds.
Oh no, you're good. A think tank. Yep. Um, a psyop. I agree. Brokenhearted. Right. That's the best way, Pamela Tate, to do stuff for yourself, not for somebody else. Because, I used to walk on eggshells on here and let people dictate what I would talk about and when I would express an opinion or keep it to myself because I refused to lie or I refused to, go after somebody just because somebody wanted me to. But a lot of times people like would really push and push and push when they really had an agenda. That's how so many of my YouTube battles have started is from, me being in a crowd of the wrong people who are have the wrong agenda and or attentions. And like for example, I never remember if you go back and watch like early days when before me and Purple started getting into it, I used to say all the time, like, why are people like trying to get me mad at Purple? Why do they keep like, why is people pushing me? Keep like constantly messaging me with things like videos and screenshots and things where I should just be so mad at Purple. And I just didn't see anything that wrong with her really enough to, I don't go after people like that. I'll respond, but yeah, I'm not going to just go after somebody because it fits my agenda. Are you there now?
I am.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to go in the other room and get my water. I'm a big water drinker, and I just because of the nature of my job, I just drink a lot of water. It helps,
Mm-hmm.
and
I've been trying to drink more of it. Um,
I drink about a gallon and a half of water in a day.
Dang, you can get water poisoning. Be careful.
Well, the information they put out there about if you want to lose weight and drink more water.
Yeah.
Well, I've actually researched that. They say that if a woman wants to lose weight, drink a gallon of water a day,
Uh-huh.
and they actually say that guys should drink 50% more.
Oh, okay.
So drinking a gallon and a half of water is for a guy is perfectly acceptable. I've not had any health issues because of it.
Yeah. It's better. I've been really trying to. I know I do have a 12 pack of Diet Coke out there. It's so expensive. I really have been trying to not drink it or to limit how much I drink. You know,
Hmm.
because I hate being dependent, feeling dependent on something like where I have to have it, and I feel like that with Diet Coke. In the morning, it's like the first thing I crave is like a Diet Coke. Um,
I believe it or not, I'm the same way, but I'm a Pepsi drinker.
yeah.
So I try my best not to have Pepsi because like if I drink Pepsi, I'm the type of person that I cannot eat or drink anything when I very first wake up. I have to wait at least a half an hour because my stomach will actually hurt. Like I'll feel physically sick.
Mm.
And so I have to be careful of that as well. Like if anything, I take a sip of water that I've had in the refrigerator overnight, and that's it. It's just a sip, and then I don't do anything, don't eat or actually drink like a lot of anything till at least a half an hour being awake.
Yeah. Had to be balanced with sodium. Oh, look up aspartame breaks. Oh, what else? Yeah, it breaks down to sugar. I know. I already know, guys, that Diet Coke's worse than regular and all that. Like, you guys, I've tried that whole thing. Like, I don't know what it is, but I've been losing weight no matter what. Anyways, lately, I thought it was because I was depressed, but I don't know.
You said you're on an antidepressant, right?
Yeah,
That I'd look into your side effects.
yeah. Bupropion can do that, which is Wellbutrin. So, um, anyway, yeah, I'm not complaining at all. I don't care. I mean, as long as I don't get too skinny. Um, your Dr. Pepper. Ew, Dr. Pepper tastes like freaking cough syrup.
I can't drink coffee.
I used to
Believe it or
drink.
not.
I drink Diet Dr. Pepper in a pinch, but in the past, but I haven't for like years. It's just so gross tasting.
If I had to choose like one particular soda, it's I actually like root beer the best.
A&W
And
beer is freaking fire.
the zero sugar that they actually make now,
Mm-hmm.
I cannot tell the taste difference between regular diet and the zero sugar
Of what, A&W?
root beer. Yeah,
Or oh, you drink the generic though.
if I have to, yes, but I will actually get A&W because of the zero sugar.
Yeah, A&W is the best ever.
Let's see. I think somebody was asking me a question and I lost where it
Oh,
went.
I see. Matthew is silly AF. You don't like root beer. That's a deal breaker. Just kidding. I like it. I don't know. I don't ever buy it because I prefer Diet Coke over it. Like if I have to choose.
Oh, it's TCC T Carson, formerly Dumpling. Dumpling, you really need to fix your name back. It's confusing. Um, so the RR is initials because I entered RJ as if it was like two separate words. I I've
Um,
actually never had Restream work for me correctly until today.
when am I using to lose weight? Nothing. Just I just don't eat much, and I've been getting out like walking more when I'm like stressed and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. Just eating less, I guess, and getting out. When I get really depressed, I can't eat. Like it's yeah, it it I don't know. It's just like that. I haven't had any pop soda for almost 10 years. Whoa.
That's actually really really good for you not to have soda that that long. I believe, if I remember correctly, I want to say I heard about this. This is going to sound like this one of these just random facts that I have stuck in my head. Um, I remember hearing about this in the early 2000, mid 2000, probably after my son was born. So it's probably 2005, um, 2004, 2005. That Harvard University had done a study of people that do drink soda and people who don't drink soda, or or they monitor them as they no longer drink soda. The carbonation they found actually does have an influence on mental clarity. And the longer that a person does not drink soda, the clearer and the more focused the mind can be. So that being without soda for 10 years is actually remarkable.
Right? Sorry, I walked away for a second, but
No, you're
maybe
fine.
that's what's wrong with me. Why I'm so ditzy with the carbonation, with the Diet Coke. I thought that was more so though. Now I've always been kind of ditzy or like spacey,
There's a
but
difference between having a bubbly personality and being ditzy.
well, I kind of am. Like sometimes I'm I don't know. I'm more book smart than like common sense smart. So, anyways, what was shit? Now I forgot what I was about to say about see being spacey. I thought that was from the antidepressant.
It could be. I don't know. I really can't remark on that. But I'm just saying, you'd have to check your side effects.
Yeah, I always thought that was from the antidepressant. It's I can tell actually when you're depressed, it really makes it harder for you to concentrate too, and you know I didn't know that that was a side effect because I was like, why am I so like after Jim passed away, I couldn't figure out why could not like. I mean, my memory was absolutely horrible, and it still is.
That's just depression kicking your tail.
Yeah.
Space gaps, time gaps like that. That's depression.
Right.
I can answer that from my own experience. That is depression.
Where you just like where you don't remember. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's just yeah.
100%.
Hey, Mama T.
It feels like you just lost time and you can't explain where it goes. That's part of that from my experience with depression. That was part of it.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't feel depressed anymore though. But sometimes, I didn't know I was depressed though. Like when I first got antidepressants, like at all, until I took antidepressants and I saw how happy that made me. And I was like, whoa, I guess I was depressed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you lost 20 pounds, Mama T, from it? Yeah. ADHD. Yeah, I think I have ADHD.
Yeah, I'll leave it as being having a bubbly personality. I'm not going to go any further with that because then it's just insulting.
Well, I've said so myself that I believe ADHD because I don't think it's normal for how often I like forget what I'm talking about and kind of switch over to something else.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I do that more than most. Like I feel like I forget things more than most people do. But so it's definitely a concern. And plus, because of what runs in my family, memory issues, like there's not really, cancer doesn't really run in my family. Really, my family has overall very good health. And so, like my relatives and stuff, but memory issues, like Alzheimer's, definitely runs in the family, and sight, like eye issues. My grandfather was blind.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so But besides that, like, skin cancer and
Yeah.
stuff that we don't have. So that's the main thing I have to make sure I'm doing is constantly like exercising my brain because I can
The
get
the
really lazy within my brain. Like,
the kind of cancer that runs in my family, men, it's very, very rare that a man will get. So
yeah. So before my thyroid surgery, my memory got really bad. It was scary. I always wondered, I always wondered if I had thyroid issues, and I did get that tested like a few years ago, and they're like, yeah, your thyroids are completely fine. And so I was like shocked. I was surprised, but I don't know. You have you have panic disorder. Hey Betty, were you the one that helped me with that or sent that PayPal the other day? Thank you so much. I know nobody's like owned up to it, and I think it's you. You're getting depressed listening about depression. I know, I know, I know.
but
I
yeah, look, not to be depressing about a topic, but we'll bring it back to who this is really about. We started going down this road because of what somebody else was doing, put another a creator into a position where they felt hopeless
yeah.
and they were being bullied and treated horribly.
Yeah. Intentionally putting out false information to spread an agenda, and then people start worrying about me once they started going after me about that stuff. And I love that Angel's got this like newfound confidence and stuff and has really been able to, see it for what it really is. Because sometimes
Exactly.
that's what happens is it what we get our brains like focus on the negative, and we get overwhelmed with that, and it seems like everybody
Hopeless.
hates you. So
You reach that hopeless moment where it's nothing but despair.
yeah, you can't watch channels that are going to be talking shit about you. Obviously everybody in the chat's going to be talking shit. It's going to seem like everybody hates you. I turned off notifications to my YouTube. I get zero notifications. I turned that off like over a year ago. I don't get notifications. I don't, so that's why I don't see when you guys are live and stuff like that, because it's on purpose, because I learned quickly, like when I would get, notifications and the title would have my name in it, it would just kind of sour my day. Like when I'm out doing something, I'm having a good day, and then all of a sudden I see a notification pop up and it says Ziggy is a scammer or something like that. You know what I mean? So I turn those off. And it's hard
I,
not to go check, and see, but after a while, it takes 7 days. Was it 7 days to form a habit? Um,
yeah, something like that.
so just keep doing it,
Seven
and then
days to form a habit, but a lifetime to break it. I think this is the saying.
or or a day to break it, or a something like that. Because you can break a habit like super quickly, and um, but it takes like it might be 2 weeks. But if you just keep doing it, eventually it just is. You get used, and you just don't go watch it at all. Um,
Georgia, I am not from Buffalo. Never been to Buffalo, but I hear it's a beautiful city.
the brain will absorb everything. Yeah. Rapper, what's up? What do you mean keep trying, Mize? I got more. What's wrong? I rebuke all infirmities against you, YouTube in the name of Jesus, who is the healer. Is what Rhiannon said. I suffer from severe emotional trauma. Yeah, we don't. I mean, so that is a good point. That's why it was brought up in the first place, is because of what Angel is going through. I know what it's like. Like, thankfully, I have a daughter and stuff, so I'll never. I can't. I always have her to lift me out of dark places. Like I have her to take care of, and she has nobody else. So really, so that gives me purpose. I just try to think of the positive.
To be fair though, you basically have said, and I kind of have the same thing going on with my mods. If there's something major going on that needs attention or should be getting paid attention to, you have certain mods that you respect and trust to say, hey, you might want to take a look at this type of deal, and then you check it out. But it's not every single thing that gets said about you is noticed or paid attention to, because most of the time it's not worth your time.
Yeah. Yep. Because, and you'll also start noticing like the same, the people saying stuff they're all the same people, and you'll notice no matter what you do, these people are gonna say negative things no matter what. So you're never gonna make these people happy, and you just have to realize that not everybody's gonna like you. It's not a big deal. It really isn't. And
No.
I feel it can feel like it though. And that's not talking down to anybody who is depressed or something or dealing with depression, because sometimes like when we're in a bad spot, let's say somebody passes away or something happens like traumatic in our lives, it puts us at a much more vulnerable spot. So yeah, like some people are much more susceptible depending on what they're dealing with at the time. So
Oh well, Imagine Peace. Thank you very much. I wish I did have a radio voice. I don't. I don't think I do. Um, but I appreciate your comment. Um,
um hold on.
for the type of job that I have, my 9 to 5, I think my voice is perfect for what it is, and my job loves the sound of my voice, the way it just um, whether it's who I speak to on a daily basis, and my supervisors and things like that, they think I have an amazing professional voice that they really like.
Sorry
But
guys.
no, you got business going on in the background. I got you. Go take care of that.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, go ahead and take over for a couple minutes if you don't mind.
Not a problem. I'll bring it back to YouTube and something that I'm working on. And not to focus on myself, because what's happened with um, Angel is way bigger than this. But there is a creator out there that actually loves to repeat what I say on my channel when I do go live. It's always about 2 to 3 weeks, sometimes a couple months after it, but they will say verbatim what I say. I've got to go back and document that and do a live on that. But there is a larger creator that loves to repeat my information. Is that the same thing? I mean, no, it's not the same thing. It was Angel experience, but it is in the same manner. And I had the but from personal experience in life, I understand what exactly what Angel has gone through or is going through. You have this whole anti-bullying movement that happened or is happening in the world, especially with kids in high school or in school. I, believe it or not, was the student that was bullied, and I experienced a major depression from what going through at high school myself. So I understand where Angel is and what she's gone through. And that's why I was saying earlier, the very first thing I was saying, Angel has my support. And when she returns and she decides she's ready to return, she'll have my support. My support's always going to be there for her because nobody deserves to go through what she's experienced in this past week.
Yeah. And Matthew, I'm giving you a shot, but if creepy,
RJ,
What's
good to
up,
meet you,
Matthew?
RJ. Good to
Nice
meet
to
you.
meet you.
Ziggy.
if you get creepy, you get
What?
dropped
How am I creepy?
because you
Wait,
just know how to creep people out.
what?
Anyways,
That is so hurtful.
sorry, it's the truth. Okay, keep going.
I just came to enjoy the conversation and try to partake in it. That's all.
Oh, okay. What's up? That's fine if you want to enjoy or partake in the conversation. So, what do
Yeah.
you think about it all?
Well, you guys covered a lot. I mean, which which part are we talking about?
Do you
Which
know
part
the
are we talking?
situation
What?
with what's going on with Angel?
I don't think I heard that part. The last thing I heard was RJ was talking about something for his job. It's like he's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
voice
we
or
were
something
just
like that.
talking. Yeah, no, he's not a voiceover, but people were trying to tell him that he has a radio voice or whatever. Um,
Yeah, I don't see it, but if you want to hear somebody that has a radio voice, no matter if you agree with him or not, and no matter how controversial you may think he is, go listen to John QQ. That man has a radio voice.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, Matthew, you kind of sound like John Q, to be honest.
Oh, that's the guy you were talking about yesterday. Okay. Yeah. You guys mentioned that. I didn't know who you're
Oh, I
talking
did.
about.
I didn't mention him, but
Somebody mentioned him.
because
I
I
didn't know.
hardly, I haven't. I mean, I've been on panel with the guy like a few times, but I haven't really. Yeah, we haven't really talked much before. So, um, hey,
Hmm.
sissy, you have a great voice. Not type of content like you could have a weekly hour slot. So what happened after? Did you guys continue going live last night?
What are you talking about? I don't.
Did Jinkies go? Did she?
Jinkies. Was I at Jinkies yesterday? Let me think.
Oh my god. Okay. Uh,
No, I don't remember being
okay. I
Jinkies.
wish Angel could realize TM is from the drama community, which is not true crime because they're yeah, exactly. So Betty, you didn't answer me. Was that you that sent me that? Or are you just trying to avoid it? I'm pretty sure it was you, and thank you so much. Um, so yeah, we were just talking about. Do you know who Benny Keys and Tiffany Marie are?
No.
That's what we were discussing. So
What? Something particular happened or?
yeah, they're just always up to no good. So
Yeah. You don't. Please don't explain. I don't want to.
yeah. So why do you come on with the little avatar thing?
I don't. What do you mean? This is what I look like. I'm a
Oh,
cartoon. Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm dropping him. I don't like him.
I'm glad I don't get that kind of treatment.
I don't. There's something about that guy that really creeps me out. I'm so sorry, guys. I know you guys like him and stuff, but like he just always ruins the vibe and makes things weird and awkward. So he's not even into our conversation. Like, you know what I mean? So sorry.
No,
Um,
you're good. You're good.
bad energy. Yeah, it's like, dude, you're messing up the vibe. Like, please. Like,
Nah,
I'm
we'll get it right back on track.
not buzzed enough for this right now. You
Get it
know.
right back on track. Don't worry, Ziggy.
No, it's okay because I need to go probably soon. Anyways, I was probably gonna. I might go on Empress Ziggy. I don't have much to talk about today, and also I don't like to give the freaking these certain people that much attention because they don't really deserve it. I mean,
Okay.
I don't really have much to say. You know what I mean? Like, besides,
Well, you were going to play some of the TM video when I joined.
Do you want me to play some of it?
Sure, you can. And I mean, like I said, I only saw parts of it. I didn't watch the whole thing.
Probably gonna really piss me off, but I guess it's better to be pissed off than pissed on, right?
True.
I mean, well, I guess it depends on who you ask. But
well, that's your choice. I just happened to join at that moment that you were about to start playing it.
RJ uncomfortable. Now I'm turning into one of making you uncomfortable. Oh my gosh! Now I'm
making me uncomfortable.
Yeah, with the whole pissed off, pissed on comment.
Oh, well, you really want to know what I say about that?
What?
It's a contest of two people pissing into the wind. You're both going to get wet anyway.
Yeah.
So, it whether or not you go ahead and do that, it's your choice. I can't say one way or the other. I'm just saying I joined at the moment you were about to start playing some of that video, and we were talking about that, and that I my opinion was that she was trying to walk back some of it, and it was just a horrible job of explaining.
Matthew's sorry. Keep going.
No, you're fine. She was doing a horrible job of trying to explain what their attempts were. No matter what, when you target a person and it put Angel in the position that she felt she was in, you can't walk back it enough. The only thing you can say is, "I'm sorry."
Exactly. I agree, but you know what? We're not going to get that out of either of them, especially Tiffany. She never apologizes. So that's not going to happen. I don't think I've really heard Benny ever apologize either, but I know for sure I've never heard Tiffany apologize. So, and that's to me, that's a telltale sign of narcissism, because I know I know all about narcissists. But like a lot of people have said, I know the term's overused and stuff, but if it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, it's really hard not to call it a duck.
Walks like a duck, sounds like a duck, looks like a duck. It has to be a duck. There's no other reason or excuse for it. Exactly.
So, I mean, I'm not a doctor or anything, so this is all alleged and just my opinion. But I have done a lot of research about narcissism because of certain situations I've dealt with in life. I'm a narcissist magnet, which is so funny. Somebody sent me a song today by Taylor Swift. It's called, you know what I'm talking about?
No, I'm just sick of hearing Taylor Swift this weekend.
Oh, she has really good hater songs, though.
She's apparently dating a football player now, and for the Kansas City Chiefs, and that was like the biggest story all weekend long, all Sunday and all yesterday, was that those two people were dating, or are dating now, and it's like, I don't care who she dates, I don't care who that person dates. I'm sorry, momentary rant. My apologies.
No, this is just. Hold on, listen to this.
I never trust a narcissist, but they love me. So I play them like a violin, and I make it look
So somebody sent me this called "I Did Something Bad" by Taylor Swift, and it's about narcissists. And it just kind of reminded me about Taylor Swift does date everybody. That's true. She does. She's young though. It's good. Maybe
she's 33.
Yeah,
she's 33 years old.
I was about to say you shouldn't get married till you're 30, anyways. And you said she's 33.
Yeah, Somebody made the point somewhere, and I don't remember who it was, and it's not really relevant, but they were saying that they're the football player and her are the same age. So I don't know.
Yeah. She's seriously. Oh, we could talk. We don't have to talk about Taylor Swift, guys. We get off on other topics. Trust and believe. We're not going to sit here and talk about Taylor Swift 24/7. It's just a side note.
Yeah, I apologize again. It was just a little bit of a rant. I
think she's really pretty, but yeah, I'm not like a huge. I'm not a. What do they call her? What do they call her fans? Swifties or something? Or
I don't know because I don't think she's attractive.
You don't?
No, I don't like 2x4 women.
What's 2x4?
They're
really
thin and they're
skinny? Oh, okay. Really
they're
tall.
thin and their focus is their physical image. It's what I call a 2x4 woman.
Oh, you don't like dominant women?
No, she's not even a dominant woman. She's all about her physical image.
Yeah.
If you want to know the absolute truth, I prefer a woman that's probably in between like the sizes 14 and 22.
Yeah.
I prefer somebody that has a more naturally looking body to me.
She's not too to me. Taylor Swift isn't too skinny. Like she's like actually a little bit thicker. I mean, she used to be. She's thickening up a little bit as she gets older. But anyways, we don't have to talk about that. I know.
No.
I don't care, but yeah.
My apologies again. I got us off on a rabbit trail there.
No, it's not you. It's fine. It's totally fine. If it comes up, we talk about it. Me too. Textbook narcissistic. I watched tons of videos on narcissist Ziggy for real life personal issues. Unfortunately, yeah. It took me. That's how I had to look up what I was dealing with because I couldn't figure out like this person. I'm not going to call anybody out or say who this is, but but I couldn't figure out why they were the way they were, and I didn't understand it. And so that's when I started looking into looking up the character traits and stuff like that. And then that's when I found out it was narcissism, and I just joined or watched a lot on narcissism and read a lot of scholarly, articles on it. So, but I'm not at all like educated in psychology or anything to do with human behavior. Empaths are a target. Oh yeah, exactly. People like Angel talks too fast or myself.
You include me on that one.
Yeah, but I brought up those because I said Angel because of what's been going on in the community,
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I said her. But
no. You're saying that empaths are their target, But I'm saying that you include me. I'm an empath as well.
Mm-hmm.
But that really can go into a topic of your other channel. No, it's they feed off of the narcissists feed off of an empath because the empath absorbs so much of other people's energy, and a narcissist, can actually use that to their gain.
Right. Yeah, and so you have to learn how to start. So you have to learn how to spot those traits, and you have to basically date your complete opposite that you would usually be interested in.
Exactly. You actually have to look for what you are in somebody else, and not find the not. And as soon as you find an opposites attract person, you got to get away from that person. And it's like the total opposite of what you want to do naturally as an empath.
Yeah. I was a target as well, but I educated myself on it, so I'm more aware now. Hey, Stormy. I really feel bad Angel got to that point. We all struggle at some points. Probably, I'd say some people don't. I guess don't ever just struggle with depression. I don't know. I guess
Some people do.
supposedly they don't. I don't know.
Some people will actually. It's situational. Like for you, I probably would say it's situational. And as you go through your mourning process,
mine's not acute. It's acute major depression disorder. So it took me
right.
when
You're going through a mourning process,
yeah.
and that's part of it. But there are people that are seasonal, and then there are people that are preconditioned that they're going to be a long-term depressive person or depressed person.
Yeah, I usually don't take antidepressants and stuff, but I'll probably start trying to come off of them, like, here soon. After a year, after he's been gone a year, I might try to start weaning off, and it will be a year December 31st, or I'm sorry, October 31st.
Well, you have actually, I don't know if you really notice, I've actually followed you almost from your beginning. But you have come a long way in the 10 months, 11 months that it has been.
Yeah.
And I'm not a doctor in any way, sort of thing. I'm just saying I've seen remarkable change, remarkable improvement. Because there was a point where at just mentioning his name, you would well up.
Mm-hmm.
And you could not talk about Jim.
Right.
But now you can.
Yeah. I couldn't look at a picture of his or anything. My mom, when I got that blanket with his picture and stuff on it, it was folded. I couldn't even open it and look at it at first. It was folded for very months before I even opened it and looked at it, because some people listen to recordings and stuff to ease them, or look at pictures to help them or something. And that, to me, did the opposite. It made me more sad to see that stuff or listen to his voice, or, I didn't want to be reminded, because at first it's almost like, oh, they're just somewhere else, they're on vacation somewhere, or you know what I mean? Because it's hard to believe that they're actually gone at first. After he was gone, I knew for a fact I'd still call his phone and, leave a message, and especially the first couple of days, because you don't want to believe it. And but yeah, I can now. It's a part of life, and he wouldn't want me all depressed and sad and stuff. And
for sure, he doesn't want you to be depressed and sad.
Yeah.
To answer a question, we were talking about the narcissism empath thing. It took a few moments, but I noticed a question in there. Rhiannon asked about, is it really that serious between a narcissist and an empath? 100%. It is unbelievable. I'm going to say it's not 100% what I'm about to say, but it's very highly up there, that a narcissist and an empath, when they're together, it can be emotionally abusive towards the empath.
Yeah. But they'll turn it around that you're abusive towards them.
Right. Right. That's, I'm sorry, I'm talking a lot on you, but that's actually a great way of saying it. it's like the person that cheats and turns around and accuses the person that's loyal
Yeah.
of cheating.
Yeah. And that's
That
something
it's
a narcissistic move too. That's
Mhm.
another narcissistic move when they're out cheating and then they accuse you of cheating. It's because narcissists like know the shady stuff they do, so they figure you're doing it as well. And plus, also a lot of times they intentionally like they'll sometimes they'll think get paranoid and think you're cheating, but a lot of times they know it's not true and they do it anyways to get the attention off them.
Right. Right. And it's so they can, because a narcissist is actually a very self-centered person, and an empath is outwardly focused. Like
Yeah.
like I was saying, we absorb an empath absorbs a lot of emotion, a lot of feeling from others. It's because they care about what others are going through and want to help them. Narcissist is so inwardly focused.
It hurts us to hurt other people.
Oh goodness, yes.
So if we hurt somebody, even if it's somebody like, I don't know, TM or something, or BK or the Circle Jerks, it's gonna, make me feel bad. And you know what I mean? So, so it kind of sucks. That's why I used to say, oh, I hated it. I thought my sensitivity was my worst, was my biggest weakness.
But it's a strength.
Yeah. I mean, if you can turn it around and into a
Mhm.
strength, then it definitely is. Once you learn, like it's all about keeping yourself in perspective, or taking everything into account, being logical. Us Pisces were very like dreamy, spiritual. Our heads always in the clouds in dreamland. And if you guys are a big daydreamer or something, it's just important, like not to let your mind go wild and stuff, and just that's kind of like when you're tripping on acid or shrooms. Same thing. Which it's been a long time since I did something like that, but I'm just saying.
Man, you're bringing back high school memories back, college memories back.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's a narcissist enjoys that attention that a empath can give, and even you being Pisces, even though I'm Leo, it almost sounds like a oxymoron that I can sit here and say, yeah, I'm an empath, I'm this, that, and the other. But if Juniper was here, she could explain it better than I could, because I have no idea how come I'm so balanced and all that and everything else, how it all works out for me. But for some reason, I'm just, and it just, I'm, it just, uniquely balanced. I'm going to put it that way. I'm a Leo. I'm a very strong Leo, but for some reason, with my birthday and everything, it works out to be in that I have that sensitivity side, that understanding the empath side is part of me as well. Narcissists love people that they can actually pick on, for lack of a better word. They can pick on, because an empath is going to try to fix that narcissist before they start looking inward of saying, what is this doing to me? We're going to see something in somebody else that needs help before we sit there and look at inward of saying, what's wrong? What do I need to fix me?
Yeah, eventually you learn, though. Eventually, it takes a long time. You learn either you have to, if you're going to stay with this person, if you are in love with a narcissist, then
Oh, good God.
you have to, if you're going to stay with them, because it doesn't mean that they're all bad. Like they have good qualities too, but the thing is, you have to, they're never going to change. So you have to realize that this is how they're going to be for the rest of your life, and you can join narcissist support groups on how to handle narcissism and narcissist, or you can leave them. That's your choices.
And
You have
honestly, unless you've been in a long-term relationship already with them, and this is a brand new relationship, if it's a brand new relationship, you're better off leaving. If you've been with them a long term,
friends with benefits.
I'm sorry.
Nothing. Go ahead.
No. What'd you say?
I said, or just be friends with benefits. Don't make it like serious.
There you go. I wasn't going to say that, but more or less, I was simply saying keep it short term.
But a lot of empaths can't keep their feelings out of it. So,
Well, yeah.
probably not like a very good idea, but you never know. Anyways, just if you can, it's just a an option.
Yeah.
I'm not saying to do it.
With myself being a Leo, it's like being an empath. I'll be like, I'll see what it is in somebody else that needs help with, but when they cross me, it's done. If they cross the line or cross a certain point that I can't accept and I can't tolerate, it's done. It's like emotions are checked out. It's done.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just my personal thing.
Yeah. People being hateful to me, being hateful and purposely hurtful to somebody is really unattractive to me. As an empath, it's unattractive.
But
Probably to hurt, to see like somebody intentionally try to hurt somebody and like get them to, unalive themselves or something. Angel's clearly said that it's pushing her to a dark place.
mm-hmm.
So why are we, going to keep pushing it? Why can't Tiffany and Benny be the better person right now and just be like, okay, well, we might have crossed the line. Maybe we're wrong or whatever. It's probably not a good idea for us to be doing this right now. Maybe this is something we can revisit later, blah, blah, blah. But no, they're going to be like, oh, we can't, this is kids' lives. This is kids that, that's what they're going to turn it into. They're going to deflect.
Right. But that's where the whole conversation we were having about being a narcissist and an empath is actually a positive in this case, because I've for when I can listen to Angel, I definitely pick up that she wears her emotions on her sleeve. I'm going to put it that way, and she has a very good, very strong opinion at the same time. And I feel absolutely horrible that she's having to experience this.
Shit, I was muted. I was saying, man, it's pouring outside. Anybody else like having bad weather right now? I might lose internet. If I do, I might just be back later, guys. It's getting really bad out.
It is sunny and like 80 degrees
Oh,
here in Northeast Tennessee.
yeah, this is very true. That's another sign. If they see you happy, if you accomplish something, like for instance, like when I got my degree in business or something, well, here, I'm not going to tell my own. Basically, they don't want you. They don't want you to do good things. They want you to be below them. So
Mm-hmm.
if you anytime you get accomplish something, sometimes they'll change it around and be like, they'll change it around into a bad thing. They'll never be like congratulations and they'll never be genuinely happy for you. It's you have to be a really, really strong person to be able to be with a narcissist, because you have to know, like, be able to know in your head that this person is not like, well, a narcissist never changes. They don't ever get help. It's like it's probably the most untreated mental disorder there is, or,
Mm-hmm.
so It's because when you're a narcissist, you're perfect. You don't need help.
Dee, I'm very sorry about the weather down where you are.
Yeah, it's really bad right now. It's like pouring.
I last week it was actually in the lower 70s, and it's going to be in a couple more days here. Uh, so we're actually looking forward to. At least I am looking forward to it.
Yeah.
It's fall's
Same.
coming in really. Even though we just officially turned fall a few days ago, fall's coming in really early.
Yeah.
Yes, I am in Tennessee. I am in
It's
Hawkins
already
County.
officially fall, right? Now, or is
It is fall, but
okay?
though I'm saying just the weather wise, it
Right.
being us being before the 20th, before August. I'm sorry, before October, being in the lower 70s, and then in a few days, even though we're getting closer to October, we're going to be back in the lower 70s. That's fall. That's early fall weather for us.
Yeah. I think I'm wanting to get off here though, guys, for the time being. RJ, it's been real as always. Thank you
Have
so
a
much.
good one. If you go on your other channel later or come back around this one later, I'll catch you later.
Okay, perfect. To the peeps in the chat, you love rainy days? Yeah, I like it to sleep. The rain sound is very relaxing for me. A lot of times I play it when I'm trying to sleep, along with a fan, because I don't want it like super quiet. That's awkward. And that's when your mind goes crazy, anyways. So, yeah, he's not in Hawkins. He's in a county over from Hawkins, Victoria, I believe. Right? Imagine, because they don't want you to leave them. You know, it's really sad when you try to leave a narcissist. All right, guys, I'm gonna go. Hey, Michelle Reed Duncan. Sorry to be a party pooper, guys. We'll talk later. Ta ta.